Hello?
Hello?
And
Goodbye.
hello. Oh, confusing.
That's our show.
I was running a bit late, so I just got here, and I wasn't sure if I would hear myself on the radio once I did it, but here we are.
What?
I'm a little stressed. I clearly can't talk right. I got off work a little late today, and I am sorry.
Did you at least get paid overtime?
I didn't, not that late.
Bummer.
It's like regular late.
Oh.
I wish I got paid more, though.
I just took the I Side With, the political quiz. Have you taken that?
No.
I'll send you the link. Everyone should take it. Anyone who's listening, I Side With. It helps you figure out what your views are for political controversies for the 2020 election, and then tells you who you most agree with. But I was taking that quiz, and one of them was about being paid overtime. So I've been talking about it a lot lately.
Well, who'd you get?
Wait, why is your mic so far away?
And you're using the other people's mics, so let's fix this.
It was just in front
We
of me.
didn't have enough setup time.
I was like, something does feel off.
Well, yeah.
What was your question?
Amy Long's here on time. That probably feels off.
Yeah, it's a little strange.
What was your question?
Do I have a question? Oh, I was going to ask you about the quiz, but it's too late now.
I got 99% with Beto O'Rourke. He's the
Wow.
guy from Texas.
No, I
Bernie
know
was
who
only
he is.
94%. And then the two women were 96%. I need to do more research on the women.
Apparently.
It's Kamala and Tulsi. I forget their last names. But also I forget most people's last names. It's nothing personal. Tonight on our show, we also have two women. Noah you thought I wasn't going anywhere with that. It wasn't on purpose, but we have two women. We have Amy Long.
Woo!
And I'll let you introduce yourself.
Amy Shumaker.
Ooh!
Yes. Amy Long's back for, her 6th show or 7th or...
Something like that. I don't think anyone's keeping count.
We
I'm
can
sorry,
go back
I'm
on
not.
YouTube.
We can go back.
Amy
and listen to
Shumaker
it.
here is on her third visit as a guest.
Yeah, after a mega episode.
Yeah.
I listened back to that at work the other day.
Was it good?
Yeah, when we were like, all right, everyone move around, and then y'all did, I was like, it's
We'll
been
be trying
almost
that
a year.
again today. That was fun.
We should play musical chairs for our finale this season.
That was not good.
We gotta get
last
to next
time.
week first.
This is
but
our mega Amy.
Yeah, we tried to get a third Amy, but it's just hard in this business.
I could have got you another one.
Can you text them?
She's probably sleeping. But let's see.
You are a campus princess, so she kind of
Yeah.
has to listen to you.
Let's see.
But
Well,
nobody
maybe
has to
she was
listen
campus
to me.
queen. Yeah, Amy Shumaker, I recommend not listening to.
Neither did any of my family
just sent me a
either,
meme.
so...
Oh, we can do the Trash Our Family segment. I realized a lot of what we forgot
I've got
about.
an update on Linda's green bean story for the Trash Your Family segment, so...
Oh,
Okay.
and we also have not been making people make lawnmower sounds, so we're going to bring that back this week.
But you
Trash Our
won't,
Family.
we're not going to tell you when. You're just going to have to be ready for it when it comes.
Also, I was just telling Amy this. I'll let you decide which one. My mom... I don't know why. I just literally shut down. My mom and I were talking about pierogies, and she came up with two good band names. Polish pierogies. I think that's pretty good. Polish pierogies are potato-filled pieces of food, so it's not a very good stripper, or I guess it's kind of a good baby name. But also Polish ravioli. Those are my two band names for tonight.
Great work.
Do with that as you will. You can also thank my mom.
Great work. Former guest, Michelle Donovan.
Yes. I'll tell her to listen because we shouted her out.
Shot her out.
All right. Any other news?
My mom just texted me and said you're not supposed to bash your family, so...
I'm so
I'm
sorry.
gonna do it even harder
It's okay.
now.
I'm so sorry, Amy's mom.
I'll just bash my family then.
Today,
Any-
Jennifer said that
yeah, stories?
I remind her of your mom, and that it's because we both have the name Aaron, but also because we're both cool. And I was very flattered. And I said, you had one time told me that I reminded you of her,
My mom or Geneva?
of your mom.
Oh.
And so I was like, wow, gotta meet this lady. To have two Aarons on the show.
Yeah, my mom's name is Aaron. Whatever Freudian problems that entails, I'll let the listeners decide on their own. Their owns? Sorry. When I delve into my psychology, I lose my grammar. I lose my grandma.
I'm pretty sure that's
Again.
what happened to Freud, too.
Oh.
Oh.
It's just. Amy, do you have any? I'm not gonna say last name for the rest of the show.
Okay.
Do you have any family members you want to trash?
No. I love all my family.
I have met your dad. He was
Yeah,
an
you have.
intimidating but lovely man.
Yeah.
But also, he just ran a 5K up Sutton Hill, so I think
Yeah.
we all would be.
Yeah, he does a lot of running, I guess.
He was not happy about running up Sutton
Oh
Hill.
no, I told him that in advance. He was like, no, it'll be fine. I was like, okay.
I had to film for Stampede, and like I just watched everyone come up the hill, and he came and he won. But I just saw it, and then like he made a comment to someone else about like why did they make us run up that hill? And I was like,
Questions we have every day.
why did they make us walk up that hill?
Crawl.
Crawl. I still want to do like implement like join SGA before I graduate and be like all freshmen need to have a picture of their calves taken, like first day at matriculation, and then when they graduate or when they transfer, like
When they're kicked out.
when they're kicked out, like
Like-
look at the growth of their calf muscle.
That hill is just brutal. Like, even Lisa, she made us run it one time, and she was really mad at us, but she's been mad at us a lot and hasn't made us do that more than once.
For those that don't know about the campus that we record this on, Sutton Hill is a slope.
It's
It's
what
a-
degree
it's
do you
a
think it
ski
is,
slope.
math major?
Degree? It's basically 90 degrees.
It's actually an English major.
All right.
Also, Lisa is the soccer coach at
Yeah.
the campus you record this on.
Oh.
One time at dance camp freshman year, Catherine Kennison and Courtney Taylor, I don't know if you knew either one of them, they were like, yeah, we're going to go for a run. You want to join us? I was like, sure. And then they're like, all right. And then we got to the end, and they're like, we're going to sprint up Sutton Hill now. And they sprinted up the whole thing.
Nope.
I made it halfway and then had to walk. It was very embarrassing. Amy, do you have any family members you want to trash? Continue the green bean story?
I can continue the green bean story.
Let's sweep this. We haven't done that in a while.
Oh boy.
Oh, wow.
bring-
A whale was in the room for a second there.
So I think it's either Thanksgiving or Christmas. We, as in the collective, my cousins, my brother, and I, decided that we were going to bring green bean juice yet again back into my grandmother's life in the form of a popsicle. So we took some of the juice and we froze it for a good solid couple of hours. I'm sorry, this doesn't make any sense to
We'll
you.
explain after.
Green beans are like a type of vegetable.
I don't know if they have them.
They're actually part carrot. I'm just kidding.
Hey, please don't bring any fiction onto our conspiracy show.
I watched JD
Only the
McDonald pick
truth.
carrots out of his own garden yesterday.
He's so wholesome.
He also pulled kale out of his garden and gave it to me.
Okay, that's not wholesome. Kale is evil.
Kale chips, though, are so good. I promise. I don't like... Okay, continue your story. But just JD needs to be brought up.
Anyway, she looked us straight in the eye and she ate the whole popsicle without blinking, and it was both beautiful and slightly grotesque. I'm so sorry. So that's my update. It's not a big update, but that's the newest form is popsicle, so I'm thinking Jell-O for the next one.
Oh.
You
So-
didn't trash your family, though. You just
You
ruined your
I'm
family's
just-
life.
I'm just telling
Here's
truth
trashing
here.
family.
I love that
Corinne
one.
my wife doesn't listen to the show this season, so therefore, she sucks. Why can't she support me in my endeavors?
I love my family too much to bash them, Mr. Parker.
Okay.
Do you want to explain to Amy why you gave your grandmother a green bean juice popsicle?
It's a long story actually, but to make things short, we dared her to drink a shot glass of green bean juice because she said that's where all the vitamins are in the can of green beans, and that Dr. Oz had told her this, and so she drank the whole shot glass, and it's kind of continued from there. So this is the second form.
Does anyone want to trash Dr. Oz?
I will trash Dr. Oz. He told my grandmother a lie.
I cannot stand Dr. Oz.
Is Oz his real name?
Yes.
I've never Googled it.
He's actually the man behind the curtain in The Wizard of Oz. You open it and Dr. Oz is there, and he tells you sweet little lies.
My grandmother also loves Dr. Oz, but my mom, who's a dietitian and nutritionist, hates Dr. Oz. And so now my mom won't bring up Dr. Oz. I don't think she watches them anymore because she would call my mom and be like, so Dr. Oz told me that if I eat the whole part of the carrot, including the green part, I'll live forever. And my mom would be like, Mom! And she'd get really mad. So my mom, I think, has been shamed out of Dr. Oz. You want to trash Dr. Oz, Amy?
Yeah, he's a liar.
Beautiful.
My mom. Oh, sorry. What?
On a cheat.
Okay.
Amen.
Glad I gave you time for that. My mom. I don't know if she watches Dr. Oz, but she watches a lot of Dr. Phil.
I also hate Dr. Phil.
I love Dr. Phil.
For some reason.
I'm there for that tea to be spilled.
Gibby, a former guest, Gibson Mills, has an ex-girlfriend that recorded an episode with Dr. Phil a couple weeks ago, and we don't know when it's gonna come out, but I'm gonna have a viewing party. I haven't told him this, but I think he I think he will love that idea. I'm gonna text him right now, or else I'll forget.
That means I have to cover the show.
Well,
It's all of the pressure is on you.
I just typed Doctor instead of Gibby, because I was gonna text Dr. Phil.
Dr. Gibb.
Dr. Gibb. That's pretty good. Sounds like a soda.
Good band name, weird stripper name, kind of funny baby name.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say about your mom?
Wait, strange what?
Mascot.
Oh, yeah.
She is an OG. She always
She
thinks
knows
I'm a
all
mascot.
the true lore. Actually, I think Doctor is pretty fun, or it's funny to put in front of any stripper name. Dr. Oz.
Dr. Oz. If you're a fan of Motley Crue, it's Dr. Feelgood.
Oh.
Ooh. Amy and I played a music trivia game yesterday in which she literally beat everyone so hard. She knows everything about music. I've decided.
But this goes out to you, Mom. I refuse to answer the question on the B-52s. Just putting that on the record officially. And then Erin accidentally dropped the little card into her thing of Hawaiian Punch, fished it out, and I said, that's okay.
I felt very guilty, and Amy's like, no, I hate it. And I was like, whew. But it was laminated, so it was okay.
It was fine. It was fine, Mom. There was no destruction of property.
All right. I haven't trashed my family. My mom hasn't listened this season. She used to be a pretty regular listener, so she sucks.
Well, our biggest fans have been so unreliable.
She said it's too late to listen. I said, are you at least listening on YouTube? She said no.
To be fair, I've been behind on YouTube this season because it's harder for me to... I basically have to just sneak into the Mac lab and use computers that are generally used by students that need them for school.
And I don't do anything, so...
Yeah, I should teach you how to do it.
Probably.
I'm a couple episodes behind, but I was working on my house all week, so I didn't really have the time to.
We haven't updated Fresh Cut, have we? No, I think we did.
Yeah, we did.
At least you
forgot.
listen to every episode of The Fresh Cut in one way or another.
Yes. Well, I just got to make sure I get them
don't
online. I was going to have them render during this, but I got off work late. Everything's going horribly. My penguin has lung cancer.
Okay, and with that,
I don't have a penguin. I'm sorry.
we all believed you.
I wanted to keep complaining about something, and then I went too sad. Penguins don't die, I don't think.
Not according to Dr. Oz. If you eat the center of the green bean, then they do live forever.
Do people not eat the center of the green bean? That's where the beans are.
Wait, yeah, what are you talking
You
about?
just eat the skins. I'm bringing up the reference you guys made earlier. You said
yeah.
if you eat all of the green bean, you live forever.
Oh.
Isn't that what you said?
Oh, I think I said carrot, but also,
Oh,
but I
it's a vegetable. It's still a healthy.
It's still
Healthy.
healthy. So one of our Amy's doesn't care about conspiracy theories, so this was picked with the other Amy in mind. This conspiracy theory, I originally found it on vulture.com. I was at rehearsal. Come to Hunchback of Notre Dame at the college we record this on next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm running the soundboard. But I was there today, and I didn't need to be paying all the way attention, so I was looking up what conspiracy theory to do. And on Vulture, on the top 70 conspiracy theories of pop culture or something like that, there was one that said Tommy
That's Aaron's
Wiseau
favorite letter.
My favorite man, yes.
didn't direct The Room. And I immediately had to read this. So this says that one of the script supervisors named Sandy Schlackler, I have no luck with names on this show, basically was told to direct the film because Tommy was too busy being an actor. So Here we go. So then it takes me, the actual official article's on slashfilm.com. I'm making sure I give all my sources without Noah even prompting me. And it's on the article, Did Tommy Wiseau actually direct The Room? So The Room, Amy, have you ever seen The Room?
Yep.
What are your
I
thoughts?
haven't. Wow, I'm the only one that hasn't.
You're
in
the
here.
only person
I'm such
in
a
this
loser.
room
You
who
think I
hasn't
would have
seen
watched
it.
it after we had a whole episode about it, but no. I don't watch anything.
Noah was a film studies emphasis comm major. Amy, what did you think of The Room?
I mean, it was okay. It wasn't one of my favorite movies, but
It's like the worst movie ever, which is which also
makes it better.
Yes. And Amy is a pretty big fan. Tommy Wiseau has. You replied to your tweet?
He put out a movie, I want to say it was 2 years ago, last year.
I think it was last year.
Yeah, it was last year. He put out a movie with Greg Sestero, who plays Mark, and it's called Best Friends, and it came out the day before my birthday, so I tweeted at Tommy Wiseau, best birthday gift ever, and he not only retweeted it, but he liked it from his personal account, he liked it from the movie account, and then he responded from the movie account, and he said something along the lines of, "We made for you." And then it had some kind of like emoji. I think it was a like an umbrella or something. I don't really know in context, but best day of my life.
Wow. All downhill from there.
He made for me.
You need that like tattooed on you.
I made for you. Straight across my collarbone.
I'm so sorry, Amy's mom. I can never look in the eye. So now that we all... Okay, so if you haven't seen it, the whole thing is free on YouTube. It's that bad. No one even cares to take it off of YouTube.
I have it on
Oh
DVD.
man, my student film is free on YouTube. Is it bad?
My student film will also go on YouTube. But, you know, if you want to roast us for our student films, wait till mine's out. Come to the film fest. Okay.
And don't, because Aaron and I are a lot more fragile than it looks.
That used to even be in our promo. Okay, so Noah and I are email, but so there came into question if Tommy Wiseau actually directed The Room. So apparently Sandy, I'm having trouble with this last name, is apparently a veteran filmmaker, and he was hired on as a script supervisor, but he claims he was also asked to basically direct the movie. I'm paraphrasing.
That was impressive.
Thank you. So Sandy and also another one of the actors who refused, like, has remained anonymous. You can tell I'm paraphrasing as I'm stuttering.
You stutter when you read the
Okay.
verbatim, too, so.
So basically they both claim that Wiseau was too busy acting to be a director. And now Sandy wants directing credit for the film, even though it's been voted the worst movie ever of all time.
See, something similar happened with the movie War Horse, where War Horse actually was intended to direct it, but he was so busy with his acting that didn't get to claim the full credit, unfortunately.
I was just talking about that movie with my sweet mate because that's the movie that I watched like 10 minutes of and started crying so hard I can never finish it. Also, I was like
It's
12.
beautiful.
My favorite part is when the
For me.
horse jumps over the tank.
I haven't seen War Horse, but I want to now.
The tank is my favorite character. It's very dynamic.
My 10-minute cry movie is Rugrats in Paris. Well, how many minutes in is the I Want a Mom song? Because I guess just however many minutes that is. Have you guys seen Rugrats in Paris, or am I being weird?
It has been
Yeah,
a
but it's
very
been-
long time.
I was in, I think, before kindergarten.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
back
he
to-
wants his mom. She died.
I've seen it referenced.
Wait,
on
Tommy's mom dies?
Tommy.
Chucky's mom dies.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Tommy Wiseau.
I don't
Nobody
know.
knows of his mom.
Did he direct
I
Rugrats in
don't
Paris?
even think he was born. I think he was just kind of hatched.
I would love to meet his
He was
parents.
hatched, and there's just a note that said, "We made for you."
So I
Make-A-Wish
can
Foundation. I want to meet Tommy Wiseau's parents.
add a little bit of context here. Conspiracy theory if this helps.
Yes, I'll ask you about it. I'm almost...
Okay.
So, Sandy tells a story to /film and also EW, but the article wasn't published yet, so I don't know what EW stands for. I'm guessing Entertainment Weekly. Said that they met
It's actually just Ooh magazine. For they write about stuff that's gross or isn't good.
They've only written about The Room since it came out.
Yeah.
So basically they met in 2002, and apparently he didn't he asked him to be a script supervisor, but also, quote, to tell the actors what to do and yell action and cut and tell the cameraman what shots to get, end quote. Here's the exchange according to Sandy. I just think this is very funny, so I'm going to read it verbatim. Sandy, ... You want me to direct your project? Why so? No, I am director. Sandy, yeah, you're the director, whatever. But you want me to direct your movie for you? Why so? Yes, please. Wiseau denies that the conversation ever took place or that Sandy directed the movie. Wiseau says, I will never give this guy credit. He did not direct the movie. He was hired as a script supervisor. If he was my assistant, so be it. But direct, I don't think so.
If he was my assistant. He's so angry.
Yes. So EW spoke out. They spoke to an actor from the film who has remained anonymous, but I really hope it's Greg. Because
I hope it's Tommy Wiseau.
And they said, this is a quote, the script supervisor ended up sort of directing the movie. Tommy was so busy being an actor that this guy directed the whole thing. According to Sandy, I only read this far, so I can't paraphrase that much anymore. The actors would come up to him and have a panicked look on their face because the script was unintelligible. Quote, please, Sandy, for the love of God, rewrite this so it makes sense, end quote, they would say. That the script still doesn't make sense.
The original script was supposed to end with Tommy going up onto the roof and getting in a car that was on the roof and flying off because he was a vampire. I wish I was kidding. That was supposed to be the original ending, and then Sammy told Tommy that they couldn't do that because they didn't have the budget, and so we had to rewrite it. But that was supposed to be the original ending.
I really thought you were kidding until you said I wish I was.
No, it's even, they made a movie about it, like, with the Franco brothers.
And I still need to see that.
The joke in that, like, they actually reference it, that maybe Tommy Vampire we see, or something. Or maybe Johnny Vampire. But let me make an analogy for those who haven't read Disaster Artist, which is the book that Greg Sestero wrote about his experience on the set. Tommy is kind of like a 2-year-old. He says that he's in charge, and he is in charge. He is going to play with all of the Legos, and he's going to be the one that's in charge of building the castle. But when the pieces get mixed with the Playmobil, the only one that can actually sort it out is Sandy, because he's the only one who has a brain. And in the movie, he's actually played by Seth Rogen, I think.
I know Seth Rogen's in it, but
that movie, it's a little dramatic, but it does a pretty good job with explaining, like, how Tommy sort of was on set, and it's pretty true to the book for the most part, but...
Dang. I didn't know there was a book.
Amy Long, you doing okay?
Yeah,
I'm just gonna hand over the rest of the mic for the night. I'm sorry.
No last names.
Milligan is still not letting me join their Wi-Fi. Sandy claims that it was him and not Tommy who embraced the awfulness of the script and infused it with the level of comedy that's so prevalent in the movie. That's a quote. He says, quote, yes, we were making the world's worst movie, but we knew it at the time. I embraced the room. Sandy quit a month after filming and has remained silent about his role until he realized it became a cult classic. So,
there for the money.
Yeah. Yep.
Amy Long, what was your favorite part about The Room? Or least favorite part?
That's the whole story.
All of it was my favorite and the least part.
Oh,
I watched it once, and that was enough.
I've seen it multiple times. I still think it's very funny. Oh, hi, Mark. How's your sex life? Is still something I say more often than I should. Amy, what is your favorite and least favorite part?
It is a loaded question. There's so many horrible parts. Probably the part where Greg is up on the roof or Mark, and he's talking to Johnny, and he's like, I used to know a girl who had a dozen guys, and one of them beat her up so bad she ended up in a hospital on Guerrero Street. And Johnny just laughs and goes, ha, funny story, Mark. And it's like such an emotionally disconnected moment from human reality that I am so concerned that this man doesn't actually know how people function. Like, he doesn't understand or comprehend emotions, and that's why I think he's a lizard person.
Maybe he's an alien.
Probably.
He's
a slee stack from Land of the Lost for all of you 1970s kids.
They have not been called kids in a very long time, so I'm sure they all appreciated that. I've talked about this on here before, but my senior year of high school, I dual enrolled at my community college and took a class called astrobiology, which is about the theories of life forms on other planets. So, like, I kind of know what
chapter on Tommy.
One of the theories of, like, why we haven't discovered aliens yet, that was in air quotes, for the radio world, I can't see me, is because aliens have already made it here and are, like, on Earth with us. And I think Tommy Wiseau is a pretty good argument for that theory. But, so you think that Sandy basically was a director? Our resident room expert?
According to my brother, this is the picture of the director. For all of you who are not able to see this, he sent me a picture of Sandy Cheeks from SpongeBob, and thank you very much. That is very good.
And for those at home that might not know what SpongeBob is...
It's a television show where people go out into the woods, but none of them are allowed to wear clothes.
And for those at home that might not know what television is...
It's where they broadcast these frequencies, and you pick it up in this magic box, and it kind of sounds like what you're listening to now.
And for those at home that don't know what they're listening to now is...
I'll say that in 3 minutes.
An existential crisis.
An existential crisis. Amy, what do you think? Sandy did it? Nah.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
I don't...
Amy Long likes to get this part of the show over with so we can focus on her.
My only question is, like, if he really did it, why did he quit after a month? He couldn't have directed the whole thing if he was there for a month. Well, you read the book. It took more than a month to film it, yes?
Yes, it took a while because Greg Sestero was asked to come on to Malcolm in the Middle for a part, and Tommy wouldn't let him because he had to shave off his beard, and the whole point on Malcolm in the Middle is he was going to play a lumberjack. And Tommy made him shave off his beard so he couldn't do it. So,
oh my.
Yeah, so sabotage.
I'd say so. Also... Gibson Mills texted back, apparently it's not his ex who's going to be on Dr. Phil, it's his ex's mom, but he still wants to have a viewing party. So, depending who's listening, you might be invited. I can promise nothing. Noah, what do you think?
I think you should promise a little.
That's not what I was asking about.
Oh. Again, I haven't seen the movie, but
so
let me
you're like
answer
an unbiased
with a
source.
little story that I think will... in the end, solve all the questions we have anyways.
Every conspiracy theory I've ever brought on, Noah's about to solve.
Well, it's metaphorical. So today at work, I had a customer, and he went to me, and he asked if we sold dish towels. And
his wife sent him to go buy dish towels, and he did not know what to do.
So we were like, because I have other people working with me, yes. Go back there. But then he came back and he said, you only have hand towels and washcloths. And in my mind, I was kind of like, well, we've been outsmarted again. This guy knows the exact area of a dish towel compared to relative towels. But ultimately, he was right. We did just have hand towels and washcloths, and I'm not sure really what the difference is even between those. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
He bought some hand towels. But he didn't bring them when he came back and told us that we only had hand towels. He went back after that to get them. He had to be right first. It was frustrating.
I can answer your question about the difference between a hand towel and a washcloth. I could not answer the question difference between a hand towel and a dish towel. A hand towel are like those towels you have in the kitchen that you dry your hands on. So they're like bigger than a washcloth. Washcloth is what you use in the shower.
Dish towels are thinner. And they're not as absorbent, where hand towels are more absorbent. They're thicker because the thinner towels dry faster.
This is the most...
Well, either way, he didn't buy a credit card.
Did I just enter the Twilight Zone?
I mean, we gotta play Golden Earring to find out.
No.
Oh, so bad then.
It's
10 o'clock. This is Milligan College Radio, 90.5 FM, WMC, Elizabeth and Johnson City. Online at milliganradio.com. You can call us at 423-461-8464, or you can call us on our personal cell phones if you are one of our friends, because our telephone doesn't work that well.
Wow. That,
I try to add more every time.
I usually cut that out, but You just went right into it. I don't know how I'm going to cut that out this time.
I keep trying to
Maybe
prove.
that's the one I leave in.
I keep asking him to leave it in and he doesn't. So I didn't mean to like interject so you could keep it, but now I'm so grateful. Okay, it's 10 o'clock. Your turn, Noah.
Okay. So, first of all, I didn't write an ad for today because we're trying to get some ad money. But how about this? You guys can help me out. Today's ad is for the game of checkers.
One move, and you're done.
Beautiful. That's the motto.
That is such a threat.
Have you ever wanted to play chess,
No.
but then remembered you didn't want to play chess? Well, do we have something for you? It's called volleyball. But if you can't afford a volleyball, it's called checkers.
And if you like it even more exciting, there's Chinese checkers.
Yes. But you
I was
need
in
more
chess club
players.
in elementary school, so I'm a little bit offended by that ad.
Okay. Well, why don't you give us an ad
I
for...
was in chess club too.
How about the chess club?
Same.
What? Well, how about you guys just do an ad for chess then?
Did your parents sign you up for a club and promise you free lollipops? If so, join chess club.
Wait. That's not a choice.
I chose to stay, but they did sign me up, and the bribe was the club has free lollipops, which was true. But then I liked winning, so I kept staying.
Lollipop, good band name, good stripper name, and don't name your baby that.
Do you guys have a?
Dr. Lollipop.
You each can take a turn for an advertisement for chess.
If you're too intelligent for checkers, play chess.
Ooh, I like that
Ooh,
one.
Snap. That's good.
Okay, I can't snap, and you knew that, didn't you?
All points to you, Mr. Parker. Let me see here. Do you not want your child to be alone forever? Force them to hang out with other children who don't want to be alone forever. Chess club is the only extracurricular activity where you have to forcibly play.
That's beautiful.
We did not sell chess well at all. I think you did.
Yeah,
You
I
have
saw
to
chess
actively-
pretty
Amy
well.
won.
All right. So, usually when we have Amy Long on, we try to set her up with a man, and unless I'm
Have you been
horribly
worried
wrong
the whole
about
time
her
that we're gonna set you up with
orientation.
Amy?
You know, it's 2019, right?
Amy Shumaker, how do you feel about beaches?
Beaches.
Yeah.
Depends on the beach.
All right. Well, so I don't think that is probably not going to work then.
What do you think about soccer?
What do I think about soccer? Are you asking me personally, or
Yes.
if I don't say yes to this question, my brother would be disappointed. But personally, I do like soccer.
Do you follow
Confusing.
United Soccer? The Premier League, not United Soccer. Don't know where that came from.
Loosely more MLS than.
Who are your favorite teams?
See, the thing is I'm gonna say this, and then somebody's gonna drill me on like.
Nope, I just want to know. I promise no drilling will happen. Just team names.
Atlanta United's pretty cool. I used to be a fan of Orlando, but they're not good anymore. So.
Amy, what are your thoughts on Amy's choices?
Pretty solid MLS team. They just won last year, right?
Also, Liverpool this is for my brother only. Liverpool is cool, and they have one player that I know, and his name is Muhammad. Last name.
Salah?
Salah!
That won some points with you?
No.
No.
All right. Well, then that's not going to work
Just
out.
kidding.
Also, they have the same name, which is confusing. Really, we just wanted to see if we could get 3 Amy's in one room, which hasn't happened before. We are, as many of our fans know, shooting for the Guinness Book of World Records.
I just want to point out that for the longest time, I thought I was going to marry an Aaron because my name was Aaron. It is possible to marry someone with the same first name as you.
Yeah, but in this case, we brought on an Amy so that we could better understand the mind of this Amy and maybe see what kind of mental roadblocks we're getting into that are preventing us from finding her the right man. So, we are going to pretend we are on a dating website called
App.
The Fresh Love.
That sounds like a baby delivery service.
It does that too.
Terrible baby name. Kind of okay stripper. Horrible school mascot.
That is a 80s band 5 shirt.
What about if we call it Dr. Fresh Love?
Dr. Freshlove, 80s band already, I'm sure.
80s rapper.
Okay.
80s rapper.
So, Aaron and I are going to try and we're going to make up some potential guys you might meet while we're on this app, the Fresh Love. And then you're going to let us know what you think of them. And then Amy is going to be our Amy translator and help us figure out you.
So, first profile, there's the first picture is him holding a fish that he obviously caught.
That's done.
That was the correct answer. No more needs to be said.
No, we can move on.
But she doesn't even need a translator. That was
Okay.
the correct answer.
Second, his name's Kyle. His favorite color is blue, but if you don't like the color blue, he's going to say that his favorite color is red. He likes long walks on the beach and even longer walks in factories. His favorite food is Brussels sprouts. Sprouts, I'm sorry. And his favorite Brussels is the town of Brussels.
You sound like the mirror in Shrek when he's like trying to sell Lord Farquaad like the princesses. You kind of have the same voice.
Yeah.
And he looks like Lord Farquaad, but
Is
with it's like Lord Farquaad's head, but with Shrek's body and Donkey's eyes.
Is this man a Victorian cotton mill owner?
Yes and no.
Wow. So, I mean, I would probably give Kyle a chance.
Now, Amy, do you think this other Amy, of course, translator Amy, translate me,
Translate.
what do you have to say about this choice? Is she making a good choice here,
I mean,
or
up
is she
until the
spiraling?
description.
What?
Up until the description of his body.
Okay.
I think.
Well, the
this-
pictures are never accurate, so you might not have to worry.
I
course,
think this
it's usually
is
worse.
a smart choice. As somebody who's also height advantaged, I think that he will be even better to pick up and swing around in little circles. And Amy can just hold him like a really deranged cat.
I don't like any of that. I said he had Shrek's body. What's Shrek's size?
Oh, I think about Lord Farquaad. That's even worse.
Wait, what?
So she has Lord Farquaad but like a miniature Shrek body in her head. I will translate for the translator. Which I love. The idea of you swinging around Lord Farquaad and pointing to Amy is amazing.
Saying I'm pointing to Amy doesn't explain anything.
No,
So this
that's why I
this
said
went
it.
horribly wrong.
Okay, back to my turn. So his name is Chad.
It's done.
Once again,
This
Amy.
is a problem.
No, Amy's saying
This
the
is
correct
the correct choice.
answer. The trans Amy also knows. Correct choice. Okay. His twin brother Brad. All right. Also the correct answer. Translate me agree.
I agree with this very much so.
I'm
Alright.
making sure Amy knows who to avoid.
We
in
avoid
everything.
Chads and Brads.
Chads and Brad sounds like the first cousins of the Property Brothers.
Let's not get me riled up. Next up, Donald Trump Jr.
Done.
Old
Okay.
Baron Trump
I'm
is
gonna-
good. You avoided.
Baron Trump is good with
child.
cyber.
Okay. This kid's name is Xavier. He wears only skinny jeans in all his pictures. His favorite band is the Rolling Stones, but he can only name 3 songs by them. His favorite sport is football, but his favorite team is Dallas. And his role model is his mom.
Okay. I could go for that.
You'd go for, well, you're not from America, I'll forgive you. Dallas Cowboys is the wrong answer, but that's the one.
Yeah, I don't really like football. So.
That's, yeah. Translate me?
I think that Amy is making a good choice, but if somebody can't name more than 3 Rolling Stones songs, they need a little bit of help.
This is not the perfect match for Translate Me.
This is Translate Me's own personal idea. I mean, there's so many. There's a whole movie called Give Me Shelter. There's one.
Vanessa Hudgens was in that.
Yeah.
I just love Vanessa Hudgens. Okay, bonus question. When you swipe to the last picture, he has a rat tail.
Ooh.
I would probably cut that off on the first date.
First date at the barber's.
You can make it into a friendship bracelet.
Ooh. I'm gonna go throw up, excuse me. Alright.
Okay, next up, It is Chris Martin, lead singer of the band Coldplay. However, he hates that every woman he falls for only seems to love him for his voice, even though it's just Coldplay. But because of that, he says that should he find love, he will rip out his vocal cords and trust that love will rest just alone on his skills in the potato sack race, where you jump around in a potato sack. He's very good at it.
Sure, I'd go for that too. I mean, if he's lost his vocal cords, he can't speak, so that would be nice.
Oh, that's a bonus for you.
Okay,
That's
so
a
Amy
bonus
likes
to me.
quiet guys.
Yeah.
Okay, see, this is actually really helpful for the future.
We need to be writing this. Well, I guess it's
Yeah.
recorded. Correct answer. I don't like his voice or Coldplay that much, so you would be doing me a favor, personally. Translate me.
It could be the adventure of a lifetime.
That's not funny.
I'm gonna go with the yes on this as well.
You say that for all of them.
You haven't found one that I'm desperate enough to say no to.
Okay.
This guy doesn't have his age on his profile or his location, so you know that he's paying for the premium membership. So he's a little bit of a tryhard, but he's really cute.
But you know he has money.
Yeah, so yes.
But he's very cute, but his bio is 3 paragraphs long.
That's a maybe. That would depend on how the first couple messages would go.
So you would say yes in the beginning?
Yeah, but before I would meet him, I'd see, how the first couple messages come through, see how good they are.
Yeah. Yeah, especially if you're going to have to read 3 paragraphs. You want to know his writing style a little bit.
Translate me?
It depends on, maybe he's a poet. Maybe he's trying to write a love poem specifically for Amy Long, even though he hasn't met her yet.
I would do that.
And he's writing it.
Stay tuned next month.
And the minute he meets you, he changes his bio and includes Amy Long in every sentence. And then at the very end of it, he says, "Don't choose me. I'm taken. I've got Amy Long." But you don't see that because it's at the very end of the 3 paragraphs. That's romantic.
Yeah.
A little bit possessive, but
Yeah,
romantic.
a little creepy.
Could turn into a horror
Oh.
movie.
I mean, I'm sure he lives in a shack, which could also be a romantic getaway given the circumstances. But,
No, we need to bring
Unless
Amy
you
back
move in
on
with
and
him.
figure out her type, because I'm a little worried that you meet dangerous men.
I'm sure both these Amy's will be back on before the end of this
I'm sure.
season.
Yes. Your turn.
All right, next up, very tall, loves dancing, loves being outside, has a job at a used car dealership.
is it Shrek's
is-
Motors?
No. Wait, I just saw that the other day. What is that?
She wrote a whole research paper on it.
I just saw on the back of someone's car it said Shrek's Motors.
There is a car dealer in Johnson City, and also he has a place in Kingsport. His name, I will not disclose. You can look it up yourself, but I don't want to
Shrek.
get in any trouble. Yeah, he goes by Shrek. That's his seller name. And he calls this place Shrek's Motors, and he is currently, he needs to revise his logo, in my personal opinion. This is an opinion I'm clearly stating, for legal reasons.
She wrote how many pages to that common law paper? After
It had to be 10 pages. I think I hit around 14 on my straight anger.
What about
I
the
wrote a-
Kingsport Car Corner where they use exclusively K's to start out all 3 words, which is certainly problematic.
Legally, they're okay.
Well, that's,
Probably inspired by the Kardashians, though, so need to be shut down.
I mean, whatever they're inspired by, it does not seem to be good. Anyways, no, this is not Shrek. This is actually a nice man hoping to find a family, good at selling cars. Like I said, tall, loves dancing outside, especially in the wind. His name
he
is
a warrior?
Clorf.
He's a warrior.
He is a tube man.
The ones you see flailing around.
Yes, all he does is flail. But he is sentient.
I mean, sure.
You'll go for
I'll
Clorf?
go for him.
He has a car, a very nice
Yeah.
car.
Does he?
I never said that. I said he sells cars. He said
Oh,
that
well,
they used
the
car.
past episodes, your flailing tube men have purchased nice cars from Mr.
Oh,
Patrick
wait, yeah.
Hines.
He did have a car.
Amy knows more about this show than we do.
Yeah. Well, I don't expect everyone else to remember the lore.
Patrick
do,
Lyons,
actually.
I'm going to give him a shout out. He was at rehearsal. He didn't think he could listen live, but he's going to listen on YouTube.
I have to get it on there first.
And I said, we don't deserve you, Patrick. And he said, yes, you do. You're the best show Milligan has ever produced. And I cried.
That's beautiful. Not even 10 minutes
Patrick Lyons, we love you.
We love you.
Okay, so Patrick Lyons, just kidding. He's taken. Maddie's going to be on the show. I can tell you the date. March.
It's just next Monday.
March 25th. Stay
Yeah,
tuned.
we have a lot of fun guests. Maddie is going to be back. I'm hoping to get Daniel Peacock and Kristen Branch back.
That's a riot.
Is she
Yeah.
Kristen Branch or Kristen I didn't mean to, Kristen Branch McGlamry or Kristen McGramma?
It doesn't
I'm
matter.
just-
As we discussed on the show before, she is a flat earther. Very dangerous. Don't want to give her
Stay
any...
away.
She's one of those flat earthers that lives around the globe.
She's not actually a flat earther, I should probably say. What if she doesn't come on the show because of all this?
I think she'll just come on just to roast you.
Okay.
So
Also, I'm sorry to interrupt,
Go
but
for
my
it.
brother says that you can buy giant inflatable tube men for $40 on Amazon.
Really?
Yes.
That seems like a good purchase
I
to
want to
me.
have your brother on the show. From what you've told me, and Amy and I, well, I kind of dropped printmaking. I don't know if Blosser told you, but
He did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
there's
did
two
email
of
me
us
back.
now.
I feel bad, but I need more time for
It was
my.
like the Lion King. Somebody had to go.
I'm making a documentary, and it took me almost 3 months to get approved. So now I'm needing to utilize this time. I don't know why I need to explain why I'm dropping in the class I audited. But Amy and I were in there, so we spent a lot of time talking. And you sound pretty interesting if you're listening. If you want to call us, 423-461-8464. But
Don't-
actually,
Don't let him do that.
please call
He'll
Amy's
do
cell
it.
phone. And it's going to sound a lot better if you call Amy's cell phone and we put up to the mic.
Stop saying the phone number. We don't have to say the phone number.
But what if he
except
doesn't
for
want
at
to
the
call
hour mark.
Amy? You can give us a Fresh Love profile if you want.
Oh
Is it your
God,
turn or
the
my
last
turn?
thing I want is my brother trying to make a Tinder profile for either of us.
We
Do it for
said
both
nothing
of
about
them.
Tinder. We said fresh love.
Try to make a profile for what you know about Amy,
Yeah.
and
me
you also
see it.
know Amy.
So what all have we learned about Amy so far?
She likes quiet,
Quiet men. That's all we've gotten.
and you don't seem to turn many people down. You don't. Do you believe in the word never?
Sometimes.
See, I don't really
That's
believe in the word
confusing.
never.
I mean, she also does not like rat tails and does like Victorian cotton mill owners.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Okay. Follow-up question. So one of these guys you match or whatever happens on other sites that are not Fresh Love, and you're messaging, but he sends you like a super cheesy pickup line.
Like, how cheesy are we talking?
Gouda.
The only pickup line I can think of is like, if you were a pirate, this is a site-oriented pickup line. But if you were a pirate, would you have your parrot on this shoulder or this shoulder? I just put my arm around Amy Long. I think that can go on my resume now. But
Yeah.
like one like that cheesy. What do you? How?
I mean, I'd probably choose to ignore it. I'd give him like one strike. You get one of those and then it's done.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but my brother is calling.
I'm so excited. What's your brother's name?
Andrew,
I couldn't
but you can call him Drew. He goes by either. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, welcome to Fresh Cut.
Thanks.
Thank you so
Glad
much
to
for
be here.
calling. We're so glad you're here. Do you have a Fresh Love profile that you want to propose to one and or both of the Amy's?
Oh shoot, I'm not prepared. Sure. We'll give this a shot. We'll start off with the fact that he drives a Subaru Outback, late 90s. So, you know, not bad mileage for the time. Spends a lot of time in Shady Valley. Not quite sure why, but you know, he has a really nice pair of sunglasses, and sometimes he'll let you wear them.
Is this a specific person? It sounds very familiar.
No.
Amy Long, what do you think?
I mean, sure, I definitely want to know more.
Mysterious. Sounds like a cool guy.
How much does he bench press?
See, that's where things get a little unclear.
Oh, he's blind.
That's what the sunglasses are for.
Oh. Why does he have a car?
The So one of the conspiracy theories was Stevie Wonder isn't actually blind, and it was almost a little.
That's so mean.
But there was like, it was so mean, but also there was like pretty convincing evidence. So I was like, I feel terrible. But there was a video I watched. I was not paying attention during rehearsal. I was listening. That's what matters. Where he caught a mic stand like mid-fall. I don't know. I've never been blind, but I don't know how you do that as blind.
We can test that out.
I think this man that you're talking about actually is Stevie Wonder.
Surprise, Stevie Wonder has turned.
Would you go on a date with Stevie Wonder?
Of course.
While you're with us, do you want to bash your family member, Amy, here?
No, I'll.
Aw.
This is your
Laugh.
one chance in life to make me look bad in around the world, around the globe, as us flat earthers say. You better
insult
take
heard
it.
around the
I'm
world.
telling you.
Flat Earthers do not like the term globe.
Or sphere.
Don't like the term what?
Globe.
Oh. You know, Amy, I'll just let you keep talking, and that'll take care of it. So.
Oh.
Hello. That was a pretty good brother insult.
That
Do you
was.
have
I'm
any
just
other
kidding.
family members that you want to trash?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Wow.
Aw.
I just want to listen to this. I just was calling in to see what was going on.
We appreciate you listening.
Yeah, of
and
course.
calling in.
First time listener, first time caller.
Oh, sweet.
First like, first comment.
Exactly. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your show. Thanks for letting me stop by.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thanks for calling. Now you can't stop listening ever.
Now I'm gonna hang up so you can't trash me.
Have a good one.
Bye.
That was very wholesome content.
Unfortunately, everybody that calls into the show, we later call repeatedly asking for donations. So, hope he's ready for that.
We solicit all phone numbers and sell them to third parties.
All right, next up, there's a picture of Chandler Bing from Friends, so you know it's not
Yeah.
what he really looks like. His
No,
name
it's
is
Chandler Big grown up.
his name is Rudolph Kleinbacher, and he has 12 ferns and 19 chinchillas and 27 wives.
Add all that up in your head. How many numbers? What is the total?
I don't remember the numbers is the problem.
Neither do I. Just wanted to make you do math.
I mean, I've always wanted to meet a chinchilla, so.
There are better ways.
So
He
Translate.
brings them with him on
Yeah.
every date.
That's a
that's
no.
that's the only way I'm going on a date is if he brings his chinchilla.
All 19 of them or just one?
He can bring a different one, like each time, I guess.
You're going on multiple dates with this man that has 27
Yeah.
wives.
You gotta meet all
Yeah.
of them.
I mean,
Not the
I'm pretty
wives.
sure. Yeah, I gotta meet. No, I don't know.
Where's this plug in, Aaron? I unplugged my headphones. Oh, right in front of me.
Radio station manager. I should have clocked in for that.
She is doing great.
Translate me, what do you think of this choice? Ooh, got a neck cramp. Translate me. What do you think of her choice?
Oh, sorry. I think this is a very good choice.
Are you kidding me?
You're fired.
Because, hear me out, because the number of chinchillas outweighs the wives. Now, hear me out. I'm not good at math, but the wholesomeness and love of an innocent animal is always better than the anger of some horrible
Sister
man.
wives.
No, I'm saying ditch the guy, get all the chinchillas for yourself,
And start a cult with the wives.
and have
Yeah.
a party. Yeah,
There we go.
yeah.
Okay, this one comes from experience. This is when I was on Fresh Love. There was a person in a corn costume in various locations. And I said yes, and then they messaged me and said, hey, I don't normally message people on this account because it's a joke, but I'm your next door neighbor. What would you do in that situation?
I would probably delete the app and stay single for the rest of my life.
That's probably what I should have done.
That's probably, yeah. That
All
sounds
right.
terrifying.
Can I do one?
Yes, and then
All
I
right,
definitely
but-
thought of another one.
We'll have to translate then.
I will. This one
translated
is
before.
also an open for everybody, and you can say that you don't necessarily want to date this individual, but you can say friends for the two of you that are taken. Okay. This man has a pickaxe. He wears a coat and trudges slowly through the underbrush. You see him out of the corner of your rearview mirror, and he brings the rusty pickaxe towards you in sort of a hurried manner. He also has a lunchbox.
Song?
I was using it as a base of inspiration. Actually, you know what? It's just Shia LaBeouf, but he has a pickaxe.
Yes, I will marry him. No offense, Joel, if you're listening.
Yes.
No. And no offense, Joel, if you're listening.
This also comes from my time on Fresh Love. You meet a boy. He's very tall. He's a runner. He goes to school in Alaska. But every day for breakfast, he has waffles with ketchup. Every single day for lunch, he cooks a large frozen pizza and eats it. And every single day for dinner, he has spaghetti with ketchup. What do you... Yes or no?
Disgusting. That is the worst thing I've ever heard.
Okay, so you do have standards.
Yeah, I have standards.
I don't give them to me.
He will go on to become a professional photographer for the Philadelphia Union.
I mean, hey. I'll just kill him and take his job.
That's not love. If that's not love, then what is...
All right,
What's
next
love
up.
got to do with it?
Next up, he goes only by the name Napalm.
Is he a Guitar Hero character?
His picture is a pine cone, but with a word art that says rad on it. Under hobbies, it lists surfboarding, cleaning surfboards, collecting crocodiles, and storing them inside of a
Supermarket.
Good, thank you, Aaron. You always have my back, and I appreciate it.
I
And-
That's my new ringtone for you.
And he only wears the color red because he is very clumsy and tends to injure himself a lot, and it's just easier to wash the blood out if it's already red.
True.
Blood dries to brown, though. Never mind, continue.
It's like tie-dye, but just really morbid.
Ooh.
I mean, he sounds like a pretty cool guy, but I don't know if he's my soulmate. You know, maybe I can friend zone him.
You friend zone everybody. I feel like you're too open-minded, and then you just cut them immediately. What's-
I had one and then oh,
How has your love life actually been like up to this point? How have you ever been engaged?
I've never been engaged, no.
have you ever been proposed to?
No.
Wow, that was a pause.
Almost?
Almost. Well, sometimes in situations, creepy man, like
Oh.
in Miami.
Ugh.
Yeah, this like guy from Dubai asked me to marry him.
And you tell me you can't give him a green card to America.
Yeah, I said I'm not from America. He's like, but he still said he would marry me.
I mean,
And then I
you've got
left the
napalm,
scene.
so
Exactly.
yeah.
All right, so the next guy is from
Yeah.
Dubai.
And his name is also Napalm. So you're on a profile, and there's 6 pictures total. The first 4 are really attractive. 5th one's questionable, but you just saw 4 really good ones. The 6th one is a very bad meme. And there's no bio.
What level of meme is this? Which meme
Yeah.
is this?
There's
This
no bad memes.
is like a outdated like Arthur meme, or like it was funny like a year and a half ago, but like was only ever like a tier 3, not tier 1, and so now it's probably like a tier 7.
I mean, all memes are funny.
That is not true.
Do you remember Bad Luck Brian?
Yes. Yeah, it's a bad like Brian meme.
Ooh.
I mean, I'd probably give him a go.
Translate me.
She means yes, that this guy is very good. He's a high quality man's.
We're gonna have to educate you on memes next time you're on. So we need a quiet meme boy for you.
Who
Good
doesn't
band
eat
name.
ketchup?
Who doesn't eat? Everyone's thoughts on ketchup? I don't really care for it at all.
I love ketchup, but there's a time and a place.
You just sounded
I
American.
only like it with fries.
that was a lot of love.
All right, next one.
So maybe you should take ketchup
Maybe I
on.
should take ketchup on.
Next one's name is Kevin, and his last name is. I don't give out my last name online, which was one word, and I doubt it's his real last name. And his bio is just the lyrics to Bye Bye, but every time it says bye, it says bio. Like Bye Bye. Is that the Backstreet Boys?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
NSYNC. Oh no! Aaron and I don't know anything, and what the Amy's have discovered.
Okay, well, it's 10:30, so we're too embarrassed.
Should've cut that
Bye!
off.